I want you to listen very carefully. If you feel motivated, if you feel distracted, if you feel like you know what to do but you just don't do it, it's not because you are lazy, it's because your dopamine system is destroyed. And let me say something that might make you uncomfortable. If you can watch this video all the way through in full screen without touching your phone, you are addicted to dopamine. And that's not an insult, it's a diagnosis. The fact that sitting with one idea, one screen, and one task feels hard is already the problem, and that's exactly what we are going to fix. Right now, your brain is flooded with cheap dopamine. Your phone, social media, some for content, endless stimulation with zero effort. So when it's time to do real work, your brain resists. Effort feels painful and focus feels impossible, and you mistake stimulation for progress. Here's the promise of this video. If you follow this properly for the next 7 days, your motivation will come back, you will get focus naturally, and the hard work will start feeling as a torture. Not because you are more disciplined, but because your brain will start going with you and not against you. This is not motivation, this is not mindset, this is biology. And to make this as practical as possible, I create a complete step-by-step document explaining exactly how to do this dopamine detox properly. No fluff, no theory overload. It's linked in the description, it's completely free, and there is no registration required. It's just a Google Docs. If you take this seriously, this will be the foundation for monk mode and the moment you stop living reactively. So, let's get into it. Now, let's be honest, you've probably seen 1,000 videos of dopamine detox in your YouTube panel. You know the theory, you know it's supposed to reclaim your focus, and you know it's very powerful. But let's be clear, most of those videos never tell you how to actually do it and how it's going to feel. They give you the ideas, they give you the contents, they make you feel motivated for minutes. Then, after a few hours or a few days, you go again to your mobile phone, to your dopamine addiction, scrolling on TikTok, listening to rap music in a moment, and feeling distracted whenever you are trying to work. That's why this video is different. I'm not going just to talk theory, but I'm going to give you the actual framework you have to follow in the next 7 days to accomplish a total dopamine detox and reclaim your focus in 7 days. You'll know what to cut, what to keep, what to measure, and more importantly, how you are going to feel in this 7-day period. But I need to warn you, this only works if it's integrated correctly. If you start to listening what you work, seeing the mobile phone then to then, checking little notifications, the bad habits are going to start creeping in until they go through the door the hard way. That's why I include everything in the link in the description, obviously the free, no opt-in required resource to make a dopamine detox completely. So let's start with the actual protocol you have to follow in the next 7 days. With 5 pillars, non-negotiables you have to do every single day in the next 7 days so you can reclaim your focus. Let's get into it. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain you how your day has to look like every single day of this dopamine detox. Very clear the 5 things you have to do or not to do every single day, with no exceptions, no excuses. And if you keep with these habits, by the end of this week, you'll feel amazing progress in your ability to focus. So let's go to the first pillar, that is 1 hour screen time in your phone at maximum. So every day you are going to keep your screen time in your mobile phone at a maximum of 1 hour a day, with no excuses. No, I have to work through the phone. No, I have to publish this on TikTok or social media, or nothing. 1 hour screen time as much. Limit your screen time for 1 hour. If you have to work through your phone, please use WhatsApp in the desktop. Every single app has the desktop version. Stop using your phone. Limit to 1 hour for 7 days, and this will make you non-dependent of your mobile phone. When you get a notification, truth is you are addicted and you have to look at that time. You can't wait to respond, and you feel bad if you don't respond the message at the time. So this 1 hour screen time is going to make you respond not every single message as they get in, but all at the same time. and it's going to give you the permission that most of you need of not having to respond the message at the same time is get through your mobile phone. So you can have their messages from 1 week, from 1 hour, from a month. You don't have to respond. There is no need to. When you give your mobile phone to remove your focus, your mobile phone is going to keep distracting you every single day. You can't focus. If you can focus, you can work properly. So please reduce your screen time to 1 hour a day in 7 days. Then we can start with monk mode, where you can use it a little bit more, but you will be non-dependent of your mobile. So let's go to the second pillar. The second pillar obviously has to do with less mobile phone, but is no social media at all. No TikTok, no Instagram, no Twitter, nothing. By any chance you can scroll. So when I say this point, there are a lot of users saying, oh, but I have to publish, I have to make the daily post, I win my money through social media, but this is excuses. If you don't know this, every single app you have to post in has a studio version. This meaning, for example, if you use YouTube and you upload YouTube videos, YouTube has an app called YouTube Studio, when the only thing you can do is upload the videos and see the metrics. No videos. You can get distracted, you can get dopamine for nothing, because you can only or upload or see your metrics. The same for Meta, that Facebook and Instagram has the Meta Business Suite. That is where you can upload, you can even program your next post, and you can do everything through there without getting distracted. So delete today, right now, every social media for 7 days, no use. Also, I want to do a side note about YouTube. YouTube is a very valuable content, and what I'm going to say is about to harm my YouTube channel, but no YouTube. It's true that YouTube can be very beneficial. There is a lot of gems in YouTube, but finding is difficult and you get distracted with the side panel. So I recommend cutting also YouTube for extreme for 7 days, no YouTube at all. But if you are going to use it because you think you are getting valuable lessons, truly, please, 7 days with no my channel, like for example a 7-hour full guide in something you are working on, that's no dopamine, it's just work. If you are going to do this, please use some tools that ban every single recommendation for YouTube. So you enter in YouTube, you see no videos, only the persons you are following and their videos, and no side recommendations, no comments. Please don't fall in the dopamine of entrepreneurship in YouTube. Seeing entrepreneurial videos is not productive, it's cheap dopamine. I'm talking only about the videos you actually learn. They are 8 hours length, only about a topic, a boring topic, explaining every single detail, and you need it if you want to follow. For example, you are building an app, you don't know how to do it, you have a 7-hour video on YouTube on how to make an app with no dopamine at all. That is allowed. I personally, as I just said, recommend no social media at all. So, very important, learning is same situation, different behavior. If you are going to watch some video that is not going to directly influence your behavior in the same situation, you are not learning. So cut it immediately, and not for this dopamine period, but for your life. The third pillar is 15 minutes of meditation every single day. This is not to accomplish a happy inner body and blah blah, to be very very happy, nothing like that. It's because you have been addicted to dopamine and you can't focus. So the way you have to meditate is getting silent for 15 minutes. Because you are addicted to dopamine, you are going to gain some thoughts in your mind distracting you. So you make aware you are distracting yourself with a thought and get back to focus in the present moment. Then in 15 seconds or less, you are going to have another distracting thought in your mind. So same process, you are aware that is distracting you and you get to the present moment again, that for 15 minutes at least. That way your dopamine distraction expand, and the time you get distracted between thought and thought is going to get bigger. And this is going to make you be more focused on a single task for more time. So 15 minutes of meditation to get rid of this constant dopamine you are addicted to. Then the fifth pillar is reading, because you are not getting stimulated with other inputs like social media or other things. You are going to start feeling joy of normal things like reading, and the sixth pillar, that is going for a walk. So you have to read every single time, and at the 7th day you are going to feel even happy while reading. You are going to look forward to read because the dopamine is going to come from reading, for going for a walk, for natural things, and no your social media or something like that. So you want to read. In the full resource in the link in the description is 3 recommendations for books you can read in this dopamine detox, one of them being Dopamine Detox, that is like 50 pages you can read in a day. I don't know if it's 50 or 100 pages, something like that. You can read in 2 hours, so I recommend you reading that in the first day, and in the next day reading another self-help book. And also in the link in the description you have some research, very interesting research about sleep, dopamine, and some workout and how focus works. I leave in the description 6 very interesting research on your body. You can also read them. And the last but not least, the 6th pillar is going for a walk. Every single day in your dopamine detox you want to go for a walk, 20-25 minutes, maybe more if you have more time, and you are going to, as I just said, feel joy about walking. No music, no distraction, and if you can, leave the phone at home. You are going to start feeling joy by just walking, hearing the birds, feeling the wind, seeing the trees, seeing the nature. So please go for a walk every single day. These are the 6 pillars you have to accomplish every single day in this 7-day dopamine detox. So, what I have felt in the past when I do this 7-day dopamine detox, I'm going to tell it right now. But in the next day, after I finish my dopamine detox, I'm going to upload a video about how I feel every single day. But what you are going to feel is day 1 of 3, you are going to feel boredom, maybe anxiety, urgency to show your mobile phone, and FOMO, that you are feeling like some messages can be going to your phone and you are not responding immediately, so you are feeling that fear of missing out, FOMO. So the 3 first days are the most difficult ones. Maybe even you fall into the distraction, but don't quit. If in the 1 to 3 days you fall 1 time or 2 times into a distraction, it's okay. Reclaim your focus as fast as you can and stick with the process until the 7th day, please. Very, very important. Then from day 3 to day 5 you will get calmer, slower, your thoughts are going to be clear, your ability to focus is going to massively increase. After the 3rd day you are going to get up, for example, and work with no distraction. By an hour or 2 you are going to be like, what? I can't even focus like this 3 days ago. So follow this protocol, and at the 3rd day you are going to feel like this. And at the 6th or 7th day you are going to feel joy about natural things, as I just said, like reading, looking forward to go for a walk, open the window and just hear the wind blowing. Is going to make you joy, because are natural things that you are not used to, because you are fried with the dopamine about social media. So as I just said, if you want a more in-depth of how you will feel, I will upload a video on this in the next days. So after these 7 days of dopamine detox, you want to transition to monk mode. You don't want to get back into old habits once in the next day, like in the 8th day you open Instagram and you have 8 hours of screen time in your mobile phone. No. So you want 7 days of dopamine detox, and then you transition to monk mode. That is slower, the variables are different, not that strict, not 1 hour mobile phone, you can use it more if you have to work, but it's to accomplish every single goal you have. I just made a video about monk mode, so I leave it in the description if you want to do it. And remember, in the next 7 days, no YouTube, no social media. So dopamine detox, if you want to see today the monk mode, is okay, or then in the 8th day after doing your dopamine detox. So As I just said, 7 days of dopamine detox and you transition to monk mode 21 to 90 days. And the last but not least, as I just said, please use this dopamine detox to enjoy natural things and understand your body. As I mentioned earlier, in the link in the description you have a full research and also 10 blog posts or medical research they have done in dopamine, sleep and more health things about your body than you can know. So I'm going to leave you here some examples, but if you can read every single day one of these or maybe two, it'll be amazing. This is all for today. Thanks for watching. Start your dopamine detox as soon as possible and then transition to your monk mode. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.